couple of days ago, he reversed that. He said that they were going to be pulling part of it down and that they were going to be remodeling it and that it would be better than before when it's all completed. So, this project is moving very quickly, and there's definitely some confusion for outsiders about what exactly is staying and what exactly is going. But this is a project that the president insists is being funded by private donors to the tune of about $250 million, and that it is going to be a whopping 90,000 square feet, this ballroom, when it's completed, capable of holding about 1,000 people.
What we know, who gave to Donald Trump and approved the White House renovations. The White House says the project, initially estimated at $200 million, later raised to $300 million, is being paid for by President Trump and other private donors, not taxpayers. A list of companies and individuals who have pledged or donated has been released. Here are some of the companies and individuals identified so far: Altria Group, Tobacco, Amazon.com, Inc., Apple Inc., Booz Allen Hamilton, Caterpillar Inc., Coinbase Global, Inc., Comcast Corporation, Google LLC, Alphabet, donated $22 million per court filings tied to YouTube settlement. HP Inc., Lockheed Martin Corporation, The New Republic, Meta Platforms, Inc., Micron Technology, Inc., Microsoft Corporation, Next Era Energy, Inc., Palantir Technologies, Inc., Ripple Labs, Inc., T-Mobile US, Inc., Tether International Limited, Crypto, Union Pacific Railroad, Adelson Family Foundation, Stephen Brody, biotech entrepreneur, Betty Wold Johnson Foundation, Johnson Family, Charles Cascarilla and Marissa Cascarilla, Jose P. Fangel and Amelia Fangel, Edward Glazer and Sherry Glazer, Harold Hamm, oil magnate, Benjamin Leon Jr., Stephen A. Schwarzman, Blackstone CEO, Konstantin Sokolov, Kelly Loeffler and Jeff Sprecher, the Laura and Isaac Perlmutter Foundation, Cameron Winklevoss and Tyler Winklevoss. The amounts per donor are mostly not publicly disclosed.
You will about Mr. Trump. He certainly would bring some change to the White House. Let's see what we've got up there.
He does not look thrilled. But that was then President Barack Obama imagining what felt at the time like a completely crazy bananas universe, an alternate one, where Trump becomes president and renovates the White House to look like one of his tacky hotels and casinos. Now, this was, of course, before AI, so someone at the White House had to actually draw up that ridiculous image you see. But now, of course, we are living in that crazy, wacky, alternate universe that Obama conjured up that night a long time ago. By now, you've seen that has so much history is completely gone. And it can be frustrating, or way more than that, absolutely infuriating to watch Trump destroy a building that belongs to all of us without approval from Congress, from really anyone, just because he feels like it. But in doing so, Trump is literally making himself the punchline of a 14-year-old joke. A joke about what might happen if a narcissistic real estate developer with horrible taste became the president of the United States. He's proving once again that he remains kind of a captive of the very stereotype that's made him a target of ridicule like that for so many years.
White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles has provided the following statement. President Trump is a builder at heart and has an extraordinary eye for detail. The President and the Trump White House are fully committed to working with the appropriate organizations to preserve the special history of the White House while building a beautiful ballroom that can be enjoyed by future administrations and generations of Americans to come. In the White House, we will continue to provide the American public and all of you in the press with updates on this project at whitehouse.gov/visit. And if you go there shortly, you will be able to see renderings and visuals of what this ballroom will look like, both the exterior and the interior. I have provided some photos for all of you in the room today. This is the interior of the ballroom space. It's quite beautiful. And then this is the exterior of the ballroom space. As you can see, it will come off of the executive mansion as it sits today, and the east wing will be modernized.
President Donald Trump's dream White House ballroom may be just a teensy bit bigger than promised. In an interview with NBC News, the president confirmed that the $200 million luxury event space he is reportedly self-funding has already ballooned in size as construction began this week. "We're making it a little bigger. It will be top of the line, as good as it can get anywhere in the world," Trump said. The updated ballroom will seat 900 people, up from the original 650, an increase of almost 40%. Stay until the end for complete info. Planning documents shared by the White House in July indicated that the finished ballroom would cover 90,000 square feet. However, if Trump plans to increase the space in proportion to the resized guest capacity, the supersized ballroom could be nearly 125,000 square feet. The project is the most significant change to the White House complex in close to a century, and has been described as bringing Mar-a-Lago to Washington. It is thought to take inspiration from Trump's property empire, with the president saying he could take the ballroom at Trump Turnberry Golf Club and drop it right down there, and it would be beautiful. The renovations are part of an overall push to bring the White House more in line with the president's aesthetic preferences. The Oval Office has already been given the once-over by Trump's gold guy, who emblazoned the U.S. seat of power in glitzy drippings. Construction has now been completed on the freshly paved-over Rose Garden, with Republican allies invited to dine in the parking lot-style space for an inaugural dinner last week. Trump also plans to erect a temporary UFC ring on the South Lawn for a full fight card held as part of America's 250th birthday celebrations. "Right there you see all the trucks?" Trump asked. "They just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House." According to White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt, no taxpayer money is being spent on the ballroom. The cost is being covered entirely by Trump and Patriot donors. The identities of said donors are expected to remain anonymous unless they choose to reveal themselves, with the arrangement raising ethical concerns around transparency and political influence over the administration. The idea for an expanded ballroom space at the White House was first floated by Trump in 2016, but the plan was rejected. Experts believe the 2029 timetable for completion is optimistic, but the White House has said the ballroom would be functional long before the end of President Trump's term in January of that year. Subscribe.